Hello guys, welcome to another weapon review. I'm your host Caveman PRDR, and today we are taking a look at the Autumn Wind Pulse Rifle. This is the rapid fire frame that drops from the Seasonal Crucible playlist this week. I've seen a couple videos out on it already recommending Rangefinder and Headseeker. In my opinion, this is a very good perk combo from the couple of matches I've already played with it, so I wanted to show off gameplay with it. Personally, this is probably the god roll that I would recommend. After a couple of Crucible resets or one Crucible reset, I really lucked out and got the god roll. But in my opinion, Hammer Forged, Ricochet rounds, Rangefinder, and Headseeker with a range masterwork, or range or handling, in my opinion, maybe even stability with a counterbalance stock. For controller, you can make an argument that you could use Arrowhead Break here. That gives a boost to handling as well. It's not necessary from what I have played with. Throwing on a counterbalance stock is pretty good. But that has been, from the couple of matches I've played with it, this is probably going to be the role I'm sticking with. Headseeker gives a little bit of a gives a little bit of an increase in precision damage and aim assist for a short time when shooting body shots. So I think it shortens it from a 9-shot TTK to like a 7 crit 1 body, and it makes it pretty nuts. We'll go over some rules here in a little bit. Endless Vale, a little bit shorter of a map than I intended to play on, but we are where we are. Hey, when you want Endless Vale, it doesn't show up, and the moment you're not really expecting it to be here, it's here, and it is a blast to play every time. So, I'm going to throw that right there. I'm going to throw that right there just in case. I'm very surprised they didn't see me right there. And my teammates would let a guy with Jotun just fly in the air for free long enough to charge. See, if I do that in matchmaking, I'm instantly torn to shreds. But their team gets to do that sort of stuff for free, so it's very unfortunate for me there, but it is what it is, I guess. Back away from this for a second. Since it is a short range map and I'm kind of using, well, not kind of, I am using a pulse rifle, probably better for me to use these longer angles. And distance myself from others, since this is kind of a 140 SMG ranged map for the most part. So I need to stick to these longer angles. The Potato King Titan guy is not afraid to jump up into the air, so I was kind of just hoping I could see when he was getting ready to jump. Don't see him just yet. See, someone's weak right there. I'll throw that. See if someone runs into it. Probably not. Dodge roll away from this, and then get back to safety. Reset for my team to get angles. I'm going to throw that right there just in case if anyone's hiding close. Gonna hope that this guy doesn't push. I'm gonna throw that right there to keep him honest, so he doesn't immediately push. I'm backing away from this. Don't really like my teammates' positioning right there. I'm gonna throw that right there just in case someone, so that way the enemy thinks someone is over there, and then it baits them over to toilet, so they're out of position. Unfortunately, they have Well of Radiance now, so I'm gonna have to get my super now. This guy is really getting away with some weird stuff for free. Try to see if I can possibly sneak over here. Alright. I did my job, which was to stall out long enough for my super to be ready and then use it on the point. So that way I could kill the Warlock while he was in it. He had a teammate in there too, so that was nice. I hate that this Jotun thing keeps going on for free, but if you want to end it, you gotta do it yourself. Had the wrong gun out. I thought he'd be closer, but that's okay. I was really expecting him to trust what was on the radar and try to challenge me with a shotty there.
Stop you.
I'm gonna move away from there just in case. And get back here where my team is. Kind of hated my nade positioning right there, even though it did work for us. I'm going to throw that little smoke grenade right there and push this guy, because this is the guy that's not using the super right now. So I just assume come over here and make a fresh respawn for the team, then die to the super.
Zone advantage is yours.
See, that guy made a mistake. He thought that I would be pushed up, or stay pushed up just enough from what he saw last time to be able to jump up to me to shotty me. And he would think that I wouldn't be able to see that while I would be ADS, but I backed up just enough to see that call before it happened. And lo and behold, it's exactly what happened. This last teammate that just ran up to me scared me.
Zone B captured. You have the advantage. Press on.
Right, my distance right there is going to allow me enough time to back off. Or not back off, but allow me to get pot shots on the super from far away. Also, very much do recommend picking up and learning that angle.
nothing can stop you.
I mean, look how crispy those shots are there. Like, there is a little bit of a reticle bounce there, but it's just, like, not that bad at all, and it's up close, too.
You make an excellent scout.
Trusting my teammate, who is very close right there to me, to help out. I'm going to shoot these a little bit high up in the air so that way their teammates can't immediately see the... that guy just went soaring.
Feel stronger.
So that way their teammates couldn't immediately see the tethers. If I put them up a little bit higher in the air, but it's still going to ping on their radar if I'm not mistaken. So that way they'll walk up to it, but then they'll get trapped. Kind of the trapper playstyle. But anyway, that was the Autumn Wind. Had a pretty decent game. 30 elims, not bad. Very well played. I think a lot of people may have left, so it may have been a lopsided based on numbers game. But we're going to go over a little bit of the Autumn Wind rolls now. Ones to look out for. So for controller, you can make a solid argument that you maybe want Arrowhead Break. I think a counterbalance stock from that gameplay, I think the counterbalance stock does just fine. I think you may want to consider investing in a handling masterwork if you choose not to go for Arrowhead Break and instead want Hammer Forged or Small Bore. In my opinion, I think Small Bore, Ricochet Rounds, Rangefinder, and Head Seeker for consistency at ranges is going to be the best way to go. When you look down here, 36 meters with a handling masterwork. With a range masterwork, you go almost 37.5. So with a handling masterwork on this roll, 36 meters, you're doing pretty good. You're beating literally 98% of 140s and their rolls. And you're kind of getting into ranges where you're fighting 120s and better pulse rifles, so you kind of have to be careful there. But this is going to be a very good weapon, especially against the comp meta right now, which is a lot of SMGs. You just have to remember to know your distancing and stay away from SMGs. You really, really do not need to fight up close to them. You saw how I was playing that match. I was playing my engagement distances. For the most part, I was not within SMG range. So, yeah, just know your distances. This weapon, this is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie. But, I think some other roles to possibly look out for include the Finite Impactor role, which is Slideways and Focused Fury. When you slide, you get 15% of the magazine back, and you also get Enhanced Stability and Handling for 3 seconds. And Focus Fury, when you score, or when you use 50% of your magazine as precision hits, you gain 20% increased damage for 11 seconds. Dealing half the magazine as precision damage grants this weapon bonus damage. The shot recount is set whenever this weapon is reloaded or stowed. So as long as you keep it out and you refill the magazine by sliding with Slideways and you don't put the gun away while that 20 seconds of Focus Fury is active, you can still keep on feeding shots back into the pulse rifle. So, in my opinion, this is also a very viable role. You just have to be disciplined with the gun and know how to use it. I think this is going to be a very good PvP role as well. One PvP role I would not mind getting and would like to try out would be Perfect Float and Frenzy, where basically you're using it for peekers. You're using it for peek shotting, and you're basically trusting in yourself that you can peek shot to proc Perfect Float and Frenzy. The damage boost that Frenzy would give would be awesome, and the flinch resistance that Perfect Float would give would be fantastic as well. I know that is a role to look out for. With this role, I think you would want a range masterwork, maybe a stability masterwork, because when Frenzy's procced, it's gonna fully cap handling and reload speed anyway. So, in my opinion, you want a range masterwork on this just to push out that enhanced damage from Frenzy even further. Maybe a stability masterwork, and then maybe if you maybe if you get a kill perk like multi-kill clip, let's say you get rangefinder multi-kill clip, maybe you would want to go with light mag instead of ricochet rounds. That way you get enhanced reload speed from light mag. That would be a way to go. I think as far as that goes, I think we'll go into a little bit of a PvE role now. You can get Demolitionist and Adrenaline Junkie together. I think these are going to be a very good perk combo. I actually have Demolitionist Adrenaline Junkie in my vault right now. So when it comes time for me to use a grenade-based PvE build such as the Void Controverse Hold Lock or the Trip Mine Hunter with the Young Ahamkara Spine, this would be a role that I could use. I think for a melee-based build, you can go with Pugilist and Swashbuckler together as well. This makes an excellent perk combo. And as far as that goes, that is going to be it for the perks that I recommend. If you have any questions or comments down below, let me know. Thank you, and as always, have a good one.